Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's AW here. We're going through the deep dive of College Football 26, and I stayed on in the chat after this trailer dropped, and so many people are putting L's that this is not delivering. I don't know what kind of expectations they have, but I'm giving this a massive W, and I know you can take that with a grain of salt because we still have to play the game and see if all of this really comes to fruition. But I'm really, really excited for what's to come and from what they showed. So I think the overall theme here that you can take away from this trailer is EA and the development team really stepped up the coaching strategy pieces. And in this trailer, you're going to see that through the new defensive coverage adjustments and all of the substitutions that you can do on the fly now. I know they have some of that in Madden as well, but this is just going to the next level. And I really feel if they are to deliver everything that is in this trailer, and again, this is just a 4-minute trailer, never mind everything else that's going to be in the game. They didn't even really touch on recruiting at all, but we know we have enhancements coming there when it comes to Dynasty Mode. But overall, gameplay-wise and strategy-wise, I feel like we have a lot to be excited about. I would love to know your thoughts. So put those in the comments. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel and support us. It's a very early channel, and I would love for you to follow my journey here, especially when it comes to Dynasty Mode. I'm going to be posting a ton of Dynasty content, especially around recruiting. So, as we see here, the on-field visual feedback, we also got a tidbit of, if you have a shorter quarterback, here it is, a shorter quarterback is going to have a tougher time in seeing over the taller defenseman on the line of scrimmage. So that they're now actually taking in the height of the quarterbacks into consideration in how they play. So the enhancements that are coming just from a visual standpoint, in a really an ability standpoint, is massive. So the wear and tear here, I really hope they fix this. I hope we don't, run our star running backs twice and then all of a sudden they're minus 19 speed and they're all red. That's just not realistic, especially you have to have, future beasts like Ashton Jeanty, right? Like going to be a beast in the pros, I think. Maybe should have won the Heisman last year. That's a debate for another day. However, I really hope they fix that. That's going to be something to keep an eye on, especially with this new physics-based tackling. Like, this is really cool. So now you're going to have the option of what kind of tackle to put on somebody outside of just the generic kick stick. So you're going to be able to wrap or, really explode through an offensive player now, and you're going to be getting more on-field visual feedback, which is really nice. They're improving the mechanics. The dynamic subs, I touched on this a bit earlier, but this is really going to determine how you play. And again, it goes into the strategy piece, and I really think that's the overall theme here. And they're doing the same thing to Madden. So it's really more about being strategic instead of just run and gun, go out there, call a play, bombs away. You're really going to have to be tactical on each down as to who you have in there, your defensive coverages, what offensive adjustments you're going to have to make on the fly if, that defense is holding try and true. So I really think that this is just going to be an incredible game. And if everything's delivered here, they will deliver. There is so much more to go through. We didn't even really dive into Dynasty Mode here, but we really expect maybe some future teases into that because that is a big thing that a lot of people are asking for. Like, what are the new enhancements within Dynasty, specifically when it comes to recruiting? Again, we got some of that, but I thought they would have showed some of that here. But again, they really focused on the gameplay. And this is one thing I'm extremely excited about. I think the atmosphere of college football makes college football what it is, obviously. But now it's louder. There's the play clock interference. There's going to be more kick interference. So there's just going to be so much more when it comes to Stadium Pulse and how important that toughest place to play is. I got it right. It looks like LSU is number 1 overall when it comes to the toughest places to play. So again, I really hope you enjoyed this video. It's just a quick overview of what's to come. If you enjoyed this, do me a favor, like this video and subscribe to our channel to support us. We'd greatly appreciate it. Again, I'm going to be covering a lot in Dynasty Mode, but we'll also go through some other things in Road to Glory when we get there. But first and foremost, we are dialing up Dynasty Mode first and foremost. So again, thank you again for watching. A lot to be excited about, and I hope you're just as excited as I am. We'll see you out there on July 7th.
For the first time ever, over 300 real college football coaches bring their unique styles and authentic play calling to the game, delivering distinct program identities and more play calling variety. Over 2,800 new plays and over 45 new formations have been installed. New option types, motion types, bizarre plays and formations from last season are at your fingertips. And they're all tuned so you can craft a strategy that feels like your favorite program. 10 brand new player archetypes and rebalanced abilities, now 84 total, are designed to showcase the wide variety of skill sets we see in college football every Saturday. Improvements to how abilities scale are based on performance. When a player gets hot, their physicals receive a substantial boost. And platinum tier abilities will automatically upgrade to the new, more powerful Heisman tier. The Heisman tier captures those unexplainable moments when a player single-handedly takes over a game. New field vision introduces more realistic challenges for quarterbacks. Shorter quarterbacks will now have more limited vision when surrounded by taller linemen. And receiver icons will fade as they come in and out of view. To ensure balance around how different abilities affected wear and tear during hits and tackles, every ability in the game was reviewed and adjusted. New customizable auto-sub options let you tailor personnel decisions to strategically handle wear and tear for every position. Take complete control with adjustable impact settings and battle real-world conditions with new weather modifiers that impact wear and tear. And you'll get instant feedback with new pre-snap visual cues that can affect a player's demeanor, indicating their condition right on the field. Updates to physics-based tackling make better tackles actually feel better. New tackle types like wrap catch tackles and lunges and new timing-based skill mechanics offer more tools to disrupt and dictate the game. With new authentic audio for big hits that adds realism and variety to defense. New dynamic subs allow real-time roster management without breaking from the action, enhancing the flow and strategy of every game. Make informed personnel decisions and get your starters back out there with one button press. A rebuild of offensive and defensive line interactions redefines trench battles. Control the direction of your blocks with new block steering, which factors in player attributes like strength and momentum for more realistic line of scrimmage play. And the addition of stunts and twists delivers more depth and control in pass rush. 12 different types of stunts offer a range of strategic options before the snap, providing a new layer to the chess match at the line of scrimmage. We're introducing adjustable defensive zones for more precise control over pass coverage. Adjust the depth of where your safeties line up in coaching adjustments. Fine-tune your defensive strategies in real time and outsmart opponents. When you're on the home field advantage side of Stadium Pulse, it's a beautiful thing. But for visitors, Stadium Pulse in College Football 26 is louder, tougher, and more personal, elevating the chaos of night games in already tough-to-play places. More intense camera shake, new visual disruptions, and distorted clocks will throw off your timing and communication with dynamic intensity depending on the game situation or career moment. Pre-order the